Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Weekly Horoscope from December the 30th up to January the 5th, 2019. And this is for you coming from Sagittarius. Well, first I want to give you my email address because many people are asking for that. My email address is andihoro9@gmail.com. It's spelled like this: ANDIHORO and then the number 9, andihoro9@gmail.com. andihoro9@gmail.com. So if you want to send me an email, go right ahead. Well, let's go to Sunday the 30th for you coming from Sagittarius. And the morning afternoon is really a wonderful time. And you will have the ability to win the respect and the leadership in whatever you do. And whatever you do is going to be recognized as you doing it very well. So take charge and plan for whatever and whoever you are with in the morning afternoon of Sunday the 30th. It will go down very well. There's one planet there that I worry about, the planet of gloominess, who once in a while may get somebody to make things gloomy. So try to cope with that person. Evening and nightfall period, not very good. You have to be careful that whatever you have planned on the evening nightfall period, it can be postponed, it can be cancelled, it can be just changed. And so it is planned for you to be disappointed in some way or another in the evening nightfall period. These are very slow planets, but they are long-term planets. So the mistakes made in the evening nightfall can affect you long-term wise. Be very careful who you are with. Be careful what you say to people. And don't dominate throughout the whole day. Monday the 31st for you coming from Sagittarius starts in a very bad fashion. There are planets that make you rebellious, and they make you have no respect for rules and regulations, and they make you a person who is just wants to be very different from everybody else, and so you upset plans. So the last thing you want to do, because these planets are going to create problems for you, the last thing you want to do is to take charge or to organize or to plan anything for anyone, because you're going to get it very wrong. These are also planets of unexpected badness. So badness of some kind will enter your life most unexpectedly. Be careful of the company you keep, where you are, who you are with, and watch out for accidents as well. Evening nightfall improves quite a bit, and you get a lot of planets who are determined to give you what you want. Take the soft approach with these planets because they are over-determined to get what you want. You are like a bull in a china shop. And so take the soft approach, calm these planets down, and you'll still get what you want in a much more classier way. There'll be this planet of rebelliousness, one of them who will like to make their way to the evening nightfall. Watch out, once in a while you could behave in a very rebellious way, which means you're not on the same page as other people, and therefore you are not in the same kind of a rhythm with other people. That's not good. Tuesday the 1st of January, and Happy New Year to you. Tuesday the 1st of January starts beautifully for you, puts you in the leadership role, you attract good news, and everything you say and do is being accepted. But why is the evening and nighttime so bad? Now these planets from morning afternoon will go sometimes to the evening nightfall, and some of these nasty planets waiting for you at the evening nightfall will make their way to the morning. So what do you have to worry about throughout the whole day? Miscommunication, miscalculation, of being hasty and of being impatient. So you need to correct these 4 things. Don't let that happen, and take your time and be negotiable and be flexible. That way you will do well. Because there's also a planet that makes you a bit arrogant, and therefore teamwork becomes poor, and your tolerance sometimes can be bad. So it's a real mixed up kind of a day. I make the morning and afternoon good enough. I make the evening nightfall very, very bad. So evening nightfall, watch out for accidents, watch out for difference of opinions getting extremely bad, and watch out that arguments can lead to differences which are very, very oversized. And drive slowly and carefully, don't drink too much. Wednesday the 2nd of January, now that's basically a good morning and afternoon period, but it's a working day, it's a Wednesday, and I see mainly there are emotional planets all over the place in the morning, afternoon, and of course they make you emotionally driven. You'll dream about the lunch with who you're going to have. You'll dream about the evening nightfall, who you will be with. These are emotional, romantic planets. Yes, they make you quite imaginative though. But I worry that your deadlines or your concentration, there may be distraction from all these problems, and so your focus will disappear, and then you will mess it up this morning, afternoon period. So you have to be very careful. But I don't make these planets as punishing you. They just take away your concentration. So put the concentration back and the imagination will result. Evening nightfall I don't like very much. Evening nightfall are planets that make you different from others, not being agreeable, no partnership, and also makes you a bit arrogant, and you'll waste money and spend it over something that's wasted. And so if you don't really have to be out with people, don't. Go back to the safety of your own home. But if you have to be out with people, try to be as agreeable as possible to at least show that you are managing yourself well. Thursday the 3rd is going to be 24 hours of good luck. Morning, afternoon, very powerful planets. They bring good news about promotion at job, expansion in business, meeting powerful people who can help you a lot, and bringing extremely good news to do with job or business or friendship. So you got to dress well and look good, ask favors, communicate with people. Evening nightfall also very good. Now I see planets that I call the planets of the internet or global planets, and they are there and they'll help you if you go onto the internet evening nightfall period to look for the job somewhere in the world, business somewhere in the world, friendship from somewhere in the world, or maybe a romance somewhere in the world, or just for holidays. So you're going to get some very good news throughout the whole day. And even if you are not on the internet evening nightfall period, go out with people who you can benefit from, and you will see that you will be rewarded, because the whole day is programmed to make you very lucky. Friday the 4th, and now comes bad luck for 24 hours. So morning, afternoon, very fast planets. And what do? They make you impulsive, hasty, impatient. And mistakes can be made left, right and center. So go slow in speech, go slow in action. Count to 3 before you promise anything or say anything, because your tongue will move faster than your brain. And you have to be careful morning and afternoon that what you say and do can be considered very rebellious, not being agreeable to rules and regulations. So in job or business you cannot behave that way. And whoever you are with, try to respect rules and regulations, especially those that are traditional. Evening nightfall planets start to go very slow, and these are long-term planets. So when they go slow, hour by hour, they create more and more against you problems. So these problems against you will multiply as the hours go by. If you are out with people, tell yourself that situations get worse and worse. And if you find that's happening because of the people you're with, excuse yourself and go back home. Or if you find that whatever you want to plan to do has been cancelled or postponed or venues changed, it's going to frustrate you as well. So double check everything before you enter into the evening nightfall period to know exactly what's happening. And people from the past that you don't like, you could also meet or maybe hear from them which you don't like. Saturday the 5th starts miserably for you. If anything that can go wrong, it will go wrong, and it's all based on going wrong because of miscommunication, miscalculation. So be careful what you say, be careful what you do, go slow. With these fast planets that are going at a fast pace, you have to go slow, and you can slow them down by being slow in thought and by being slow in action. Do that, or problems will multiply during the morning-afternoon period, arguments will result, unhappiness will follow, mental separation will be seen, and emotional distraught also will be seen. Evening and nightfall, much better. And you're going to be pretty lucky in the evening nightfall period, in the sense that you have planets there who are determined to get you what you want. So after that miserableness of morning, afternoon, you get a lot of comfort from planets evening, nightfall. And these planets want to help you, but they are a little bit aggressive because they are over-determined to give you what you want. So take the soft approach with these planets and you'll get what you want in a much more classy way. Try to do that. Well, that's the week for you. And this 90-minute session which I talk about, which will cost you USD 50 to cover your next 7, 8 or 9 years, which I'm going to predict based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. And I'll give you a lot of information about your personal lucky lottery numbers based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms. And I'll give you a lot of information about your lucky numbers and your lucky days and your lucky colors and your lucky directions and your lucky gemstones, a lot more information, so that I can put you in a position to control knowing what's going to happen in the next 7, 8 or 9 years, and being able to then manage your next 7, 8 or 9 years better and getting the best out of them. Well, I've given you my email address. Send me an email, and I look forward to talking to you. Until then, thank you and goodbye.